But I guess we'll watch ISC. It's called Star Kart Racing, summer 2022. All right, let's see.
Racing I enjoy because I think deep down everyone enjoys going fast in some aspect.
It's about the overtaking, you know, the racing that singular person. You get to follow them around.
So I don't know if you guys know, but Rich, the guy who's talking there, is a either former or still pro like iRacing guy.
And then you've got to work out a way to pass them.
You make little adjustments, you go a little bit faster, you push it a little bit harder, a little bit more to get a little bit more speed. It's a very satisfying loop.
In racing, it's a more controlled PvP environment, which is kind of like going to like pure peak performance of the player.
Racing in Star Citizen, I think there's a very dedicated core community to it, and they're doing,
I think that's Track IR on his head, right?
Doing an amazing job with what is there, and I hope in the future that we'll be able to provide a lot more support to them.
There are many ways to spend your time in the Star Citizen universe. That ever-expanding sandbox that lets you hunt dangerous criminals, haul cargo from one planet to another, harvest resources from asteroids to caves, and much, much more. But one aspect that's been driven
If they lowered the music in the background, Jared wouldn't have to yell over it.
almost entirely by the community is racing.
So
a way
loud.
to test the mettle of your pedal against other players at any time or place. That's why when a small handful of developers recently found themselves with just a little bit of spare time between tasks, they took inspiration from the community and created 2 new racing experiences for the persistent universe that we'll be showcasing here today. Now up first, let's learn how the Snake Pit Racetrack, originally conceived by the community, had its industrial makeover in the recently released Alpha 3.17.2.
Okay.
The Snake Pit was actually inspired by videos from the community. It's this racetrack that's been proven to be fun and successful time and over.
This is great. This is all great. But you want to know something that like actually pisses me off about this? Is that one dev takes a little bit of his free time in between actually developing and does something better than when everybody works hard on something at the company. Like, it seems like the devs' fun ideas are better content than who's ever pushing the direction of the game. Did you ever notice that? And then they're showcasing something that was somebody's free time way more than than the actual work that should have been going on for everything.
Over again.
It's crazy.
I just figured why not try and bring it to the next level. I wanted to create something that's
like, this is awesome, right? We're not taking away from that, but they've highlighted the Snake Pit like 30 times already, and it's like this guy's like free time work where like what's going on with 318? Are we doing stuff that like, all right,
could tell a story like at a first
what's
glance,
going on?
something that would be fun
there's
for
like
the
something
racers,
wrong
and
with
something that would
you
even
know?
be fun for any spectator that just wanted to come there, chill, watch the race.
Right? Doesn't feel like
Because
something's
I had
off.
the
That's kind of
idea
what I'm
to
implying.
make this racetrack, I think it was the same day that we branched to go into Evocati. I had just a limited number of days before this could go to the backers and into the PTU. So everything we did for the racetrack needed to be assets that already existed if we wanted to make the cut for 3.17.2.
Okay.
The process was a couple of hours of going through assets, putting them on the planet, setting them up, seeing if they feel good. I wanted also to place
really good.
A few landing pads here and there on like specific turns where people could just be there and watch the ships as they drift around those corners.
For just a couple days of work?
The Snake Pit is a way bigger than any racetrack that I would have imagined. I think most of the game devs that I know usually work on cool little things on their free time, whether it's work related or not. We just do it just to keep up with what's going on in the industry. I've worked on multiple AAA projects in other companies, and this is the only one where you're actually even encouraged a little bit to go out of the beaten path and talk to the community, listen to what they have to say. It's not something that you find anywhere else. So this is definitely, for me, it's an added bonus to my work to just have this interaction with people.
It's got to be really satisfying for him, because it is getting this much love. And I don't want to say that it doesn't deserve this much love. It absolutely does. But that has to be super satisfying to see all the love it's getting. The community, especially the racing community, which is small but super dedicated, are really enjoying it. It's cool. Yeah, this is important. Absolutely. This needs to happen more often.
Using the time between tasks while waiting for other resources to become available and making fun things inspired by the players has led to a number of features, assets, and otherwise neat stuff making their way to the persistent universe over the years. And it just so happens that one of the next ones is making its way to you in the upcoming Alpha 318, and it features a different kind of racing experience.
When we finished working on Siege of Orison, my lead approached me and told me about those convention halls, that they are most of the time empty in between the events.
Yep.
And maybe we should fill it with something fun for the player. We collected some ideas and decided to go for a buggy racetrack. When we started, we didn't want to take this go-kart track too serious. We wanted to make something colorful and playful. So our main inspirations were obviously a very popular racing game. We took also inspirations from laser tag, those blacklight paintball arenas, stuff like that. So I had 3 weeks in total to finish the whole racetrack, from the first idea to the final product. It was basically a one-man project. I tried to make the racetrack as modular as possible, so I created a few of those racetrack pieces and just put them together in a way that it's fun for me to play it. My favorite part of the racetrack is probably where...
Now, take this one step further. If this is a really big success, do this for actual actual cyclones and things like that, right?
You have to jump over a ramp. We have been testing the racetrack internally, and it's already a lot of fun.
Oh, the tires move. Holy shit.
The physics of the Grey Cats is something we're looking into, because we also had a loop-the-loop, but the Grey Cats were not fast enough to take it, so we had to cut it out. But in the future, we hope that we can put it in.
Oh, shit.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the staggered nature of video game development can often lead to fun little side projects by developers with big amounts of fun. That the team here continues to not just take feedback from the community, but inspiration for their work as well. And that racing is in the hearts of many of our developers, and we're always going to look for more ways to squeeze just a little more in here and there whenever we can. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Behind me is our new, still under construction performance capture studio right next door to the...
They just pay him in hamburgers.
Manchester Goods.
I heard he's gone to the same hamburger place in the UK like literally every day.
Yard building, soon to be home to CIG Manchester, and where you can be very certain I'm going to do many silly and stupid things when the time arrives.
I think he posted it on
Twitter.
To
my left is the Rover's Return Inn from some UK soap opera that everybody here tells me was a big deal. We'll see you all next week.
Okay. Not work in progress, it says. Yeah. That is a funny little touch, though. Did I see the Reddit post? I did not see the Reddit post. I'm afraid to see the Reddit post.